Article 25, for the purposes of social reform, our Constituent Assembly, they showed enough courage to include Jains, Buddhists, and Sikhs in the definition of Hindu.
Yes.
There. So, what was the message? The message was that Hindu does not mean, or in Hindu, under Hindu, diversity of religious faith is also permitted. There is room for it.
Absolutely.
So this is not actually a religion. This is a way of life, a culture of which religious faith is also a part, but
it's not the complete part.
No, this is
the small part.
But individual is free to pursue his spiritual quest in a manner which is in accordance with his own genius. India believes that even in matters spiritual, one size of coat cannot fit everybody. Yeah, the Guru of Swami Vivekananda, Paramhans, has gone to the extent of saying Yat Mat Tat Pat. I mean, there are as many religions as there are individuals. So, where the problem arises, the question is whether you are using this word to describe a way of life, or you are using this word to describe a religious faith. I think it is not the question. Secularism is nowhere. India secularism cannot be in danger. Why? Because the acceptance and respect for diversity is so deeply rooted that it can never come under threat. The problem is that of perception. For some people, it has become a parallel religion. Therefore, if you quote anything, if you refer to anything, they say that one particular religion is being... No, this is not religion. This is a way of life.
Yes.
Therefore, this distinction must be made, and to further give strength to my argument, I would like to tell you that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who described himself as an agnostic, it was during, he publicly said, he wrote that he is an agnostic. But the motto of every national institution which was adopted when he was the Prime Minister, I have collected 108 of them. They all come phrases either from Veda or from Upanishads. So when he did it because of any communal consideration, or he did it because he thought that these are the storehouses of wisdom and he took phrases from them? Yes. It's only a question of perception. If you view this thing, everything as just one of the religions, then you will find communalism in it. Yes. But if you view this as a culture, as a way of life, even Indonesia, which is more than 98-99% Muslim population, I was looking at their mottos. Almost all of them, they come from phrases from Vedas or from Upanishad. So are they doing it for communal reasons? No. They are doing it because they feel that these books are a storehouse of wisdom.
That is so, enlightening. Many times we don't think all these things on the in-depth. We are kind of a superficial view. We think that we know everything, but we don't know. Half knowledge is dangerous anyway. I'm sorry for taking this much time. Kerala youth and the terror groups, how they combine, and women is not coming to the forefront. Let me change to another area, terrorism and youth. When you observe the health of the fabric of Kerala society, Kerala youths are linked with terror groups from foreign countries, and How do you look at it?
Kerala has this old tradition where people go to foreign countries to earn their living. They live there for not for many years. They live there for decades. Sometimes their children are born there.
That's right.
Their children grow up there. So they are living in an environment which is different from ours.
That's right.
And human beings are human beings. Some of them may be influenced. These days, even when we talk about the terrorism, this kind of terrorism, where the Muslim, if we talk of Muslim terror outfits, this kind of terrorism by Muslim outfits, where they make a non-Muslim their target, this is a modern phenomenon. If you look at the history, then most part of the history,
You haven't seen.
no, they will never target a non-Muslim. Only Muslims they will target. And there was a reason for it. Non-Muslim is not our concern. Muslim, he is deviant because he is not following the way that I am following. Therefore, my duty is, this is how they describe it.
Yeah.
Duty is to either to correct him or finish him. That is, when we were discussing about the descendants of the Holy Prophet migrating to India, what was the mindset which forced them to migrate to India? This targeting non-Muslims, this is a recent and modern phenomenon. This is not very old. So things, according to the
Changes.
things change over a period of time. Things change. So these people, it is very hard for me to believe that while in Kerala, any young man will opt for terrorism. Very difficult for me to believe. Because here I have seen how people feel concerned for each other. They show so much compassion to each other. I have tried to understand it. And I come to, finally, maybe there are other reasons, but finally I come to one conclusion, that this society is a compassionate society because of the impact of matrilineal order. So here anybody will take to terrorism, very difficult, but things can happen.
Things can happen.
Things can happen.
Now, let me move to the women in Kerala. Even in the freedom struggle, Kerala society contributed dynamic women leaders, even in the independence. But now, not many women leaders are not in the front line. What may be the reason? That
Maybe politics, not only women, even men. Unfortunately, politics is not attracting the talent. Many people make this point. But in all other areas, business, different professions, technology, Kerala women are much ahead and their participation is very high. All over the country, Kerala has this reputation of providing best doctors, best nurses, best teachers, best office staff. So women participation nowhere is less.
So the political arena is...
Political arena somehow not even, this point, I'm not making this point, I'm merely repeating it. Because I have read it so many times that politics somehow is not attracting really talented.
Do you have any advice to the bosses of the political parties? Anything?
Actually, this is not something which can be done by, I will tell you. Galileo, the famous philosopher.
Yeah, philosopher.
Somebody said to him that he said that happy are a people who have a hero. Who have a hero. Galileo said, unfortunate are the people who need a hero.
That's a big philosophy,
Yes.
perspective,
Yes.
vision.
Yes. People want to get into politics to change things. Sometimes there is no need to change the things. In fact, you see more prosperous colonies in Delhi, they hardly go to vote. Who goes to vote? Who consider politics as instrument of change? Those who they go to vote who think that politics is an effective instrument to change the situation. So large number of people today, they don't feel there is need for much change.
That's right. It happens.
Yes.
Coming to the penultimate questions, Malayali community is spread all over the world, holding prestigious positions, including ministers, other foreign countries. Now they are migrating to another country, due to ambition, not only for getting a good job, but they are contributing to the host society. In that respect, what do you have in mind to advise the global Malayali community? Basically, what is your advice for the global Malayali community? And they are contributing more to the host country when they go, but I don't know whether they are contributing enough when they are here.
I think they are contributing, even while being there, they are contributing to the economy of Kerala. There is no doubt about it. And I feel very happy when I hear that the Malayalis all over the world, particularly many people talk. Some of my friends, for instance, are in the Gulf countries, and they tell me that employers generally they prefer Malayali workers compared to workers from other parts of the country. And as
they are hardworking, committed.
You have right, but they are, and one more. They are hardworking. There is no doubt, sincere. They have a commitment. More than that, they have a very strong Indian trait, and that is, they are not complaining about anything. They are not interfering in anything. They do not demand anything.
But when they go out of the country, in here, I don't know whether
here it is their own
country, so they have the liberty to.
They have the liberty to demand, and then most of the time we see that these demands come. But outside, they are least interfering. They do not impose any conditions or demands on their hosts. That is why they enjoy this great reputation. So, and the other point you also made, it is true that some of them have even accepted the nationality, but as far as I know, most of the Malayalis, they work outside, but finally they want to come back to Kerala.
Grihathuratvam.
Yeah. They want to come back to Kerala, and I have been told by many people that, say somebody from any other state, when he gets an opportunity to get green card or the citizenship, they jump onto it and they wait for it. But a Keralite, after working for many years outside, he would like to come back to Kerala and spend his last years of life in the serene atmosphere of Kerala.
I mean, as a US citizen, I still carry the OCI, Overseas Citizen of India, and very proud to hold that. And that is why, every time when I come to Kerala, that is my way of life. I cannot, how much I westernize, I still have to go through the roots of.
You feel more comfortable with your roots and your environment.
So, your family, everybody is here?
No, they are mostly in Delhi.
Delhi.
But they keep visiting me.
Any plans for the future?
Well, the only plan for the future is that whatever duties you have, one should try to perform them as best, in the best possible way. That's all.
Sometimes we don't believe in heroes till I met our governor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your valuable time. And I strongly believe this discussion added value on different sort with your perspectives, your viewpoints, with conceptual clarity. Many people talk too much, but they may not have the conceptual clarity. That's the difference is. And Global Indian News USA, thank you most profusely from the bottom of our heart. Also thank for your valuable time.
Thank you.
God bless you.